Well, even on here, like, it's quite laggy. Pretty bad.
I've tried to go live again. I'm hoping we do have live pictures. Just a little mess.
Seems to be better.
Be better. So hi guys, we're back here for the Automobilista Supercars Championship Super 2 round. We've finally got live images and we don't have problems. Well, crossing fingers, touching wood. And currently in qualifying we've got rsmlatino leading the way. He has a 2.5 tenths advantage over Benjamin Dahlia, which is now a 5 tenths advantage over Benjamin Dahlia. So that's a smashing from Latino with Dahlia in second, Brko in third, High Turner in fourth, Steve Warwick in fifth, Colin in sixth, then Yardo in seventh, Liam Budd in eighth, Stenny in ninth, Aiden Sykes 10th, Michael Pollard in 11th, Brandon Donstall in 12th, Dodger in 13th, Plain Boat 14th, and that is our 14 car field at the minute. Latino's gone round, but that's an impressive showing. Latino's championship leader, but to be honest, it's not really been due to his pace.
No, this has really been the first round where he said, alright guys, I'm put my foot down and show you what I got, and yeah, half a second on second place, that's massive.
Big, especially when it's Benjamin, who's been the pace setter for most of this season, so...
Very impressive.
It is very impressive. We just, see Latino's moving back out of the lane. Just going to have a look at Benjamin. He's pulling off as well. I'm not sure if he's starting to
Wait
run.
to your old man who's now doing some lawn mowing.
He is doing some lawn mowing. He's going to disappear.
Okay. Now, from what I understand, it's actually Peter Marquez at the moment. He's got a shoulder injury.
It is Peter Marquez at the moment. He does a collarbone injury, so he is racing through that at the minute. So hoping that he goes alright with that injury. He heard it Sunday, heard it over a week ago now, so yes, still recovering, and a fractured rib as well, so not ideal.
Oh, well. Speedy recovery to him. It's good to have him here on the grid. It's quite impressive to still punch out a lap time that's not that far away.
It's one of his favourite tracks, so he pretty happy to get out here.
It's a very good track, this track.
It's a very good track.
Myself.
I'm a big fan of it. I have personally been and visited this track in 2014, and I highly rate it. I reckon it's probably one of the best permanent circuits in this country. So it's a very underrated track in my opinion as far as the facilities go. It's very well turned out. You go to most of these Australian tracks, been around a million years, and to be honest, they're old goat tracks with the shit. Just putting it lightly. You come to a place like this and it's impressively turned out.
It's been a scrappy lap from Ben. Just about half a second down again to Cuz. Yeah, 7 tenths.
Yeah, so I'm just interested to see if he does actually improve, because that's a big
Nah,
gap.
I think because when you join back in, it's only counted from the lap times that you've seen so far.
Yeah, so
that's why the improvement comes
it's hard
up.
to know what the sectors actually are on these cars.
Oh, Steve Warwick to second.
Steve Warwick.
That's very close.
Second. Yeah. So he's only just
Very
beat
close to
Benjamin.
Ben. New sponsor on that car, Blackshaw's Motor Body Repairs. or Smash Repairs, so they're a local business to me and Dad, so come on board with us. Both for Super 2 and main, which is good.
That is good.
So shout out to them.
No, it's good to see new colours on the cars. So,
yeah, it came up pretty well.
Yeah, I think so, and I've just noticed that Kai Turner's actually jumped up to P2 as well, so...
Oh, look at the gap. Incredible. Brko's improved as well.
Brko has improved, but they're all pretty close to one another.
But even from there, like from 6th to, say, 10th, like, you find a little bit of time, you're going to move up a spot.
Yeah.
Especially 7th and 8th. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's very close there in the midfield of this.
Who else did this? Brko's moved up now.
Brko has moved up to P2, so it's ever-changing who's got position 2 in this qualifying session.
Kai.
See if Kai improves.
Oh,
Kai's not going to improve. Steve Warwick's
up
in the lane. Ben's in the lane. Benjamin Dahlia in 5th after that. Like, he's been our dominant pole sitter for the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, wow.
So,
that's massive.
It is massive. It just goes to show a different track. Really changes the field round.
Congratulations to Cuz though, that's mighty effort.
That is good. That puts a dominant show on. He needed to bounce back. It was a poor round for him by his standards last round. He hadn't finished outside the top 5 until last round, and with a 7th place and a whole lot of penalties for contact with other drivers, he needs to really bounce back this round, and he's put it out. He's put it out there on show. He's backed himself, and he's put it into P1 in qualifying.
Well, as you famously say, just got to back yourself.
You do just have to back yourself. So we're now in the warm-up session. Normally this is where we'd have a little bit of a break, but we've had plenty of breaks, I feel. So I am going to get the driver's points up again, now that we're not having problems. To just tell you that you can see the situation there. Brko and Dahlia are really chasing down Latino now. So this is a 3-way fight for this time. Cuz hasn't really had too much of a bad round other than last round, but both Brko and Dahlia both have had bad rounds, so that'll help them later on in the season when the drop round comes into effect. But yeah, it's really now just a 3-way go for this title between those three.
That's right. I mean, they've been the standouts from round 1. They got plenty of experience. I mean, my old man's starting to come through now, but he had a couple of shockers at the start, which cost him probably a shot at the championship. But you never know. I mean, when we get to places like Bathurst and stuff, where it's, double points, it should be good. Might come back to them then.
Yeah, might come back to them then. And then there's other guys like Brett Jarrett's and Kai Turner who've turned up for 1 or 2 races and been front runners, but haven't put a consistent showing in over the championship, so it's been hard to get points. And then we've had other people like Matt Cecil who've really improved over the last few rounds and starting to make an impact on the championship, but it's all too late in the season to be improving at sort of at this point to get up there. It's really going to be next year where those guys are going to be looking to challenge.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys will probably move up with us next year as well into main, so
they will.
There is an opportunity to do both.
There is an opportunity to do both.
It's exciting.
It is very exciting.
But we've still got a lot of this year left.
We do still have a lot of this year to go.
Speaking of a lot, this is week 1 of 4 in a row for everybody, so...
This is week 1 of 4 in a row for everybody. We're back here at Hidden Valley next week, and then the next 2 weeks we're at Townsville, so... That's a lot of racing. There's 8 rounds over the course of 2 weeks for 4 for each of the championships, and I don't even want to know how many races that is. That's about 12 races.
Yeah.
24 races, I think. So that's a lot of racing that we've got over this next month before we bit of a happy hour period before we get to the longer races. Or the longer race, as we're believing it's going to be at this point. Don't have a solid calendar at this point in time, but we'll get those dates out when they are are announced by Supercars. It's been a
Yeah,
weird
it's
old
hard
year.
following a real series when this COVID stuff's happening. So, you know, we'll work through it and we'll get there, and everyone's on board, which is good.
Yep. Goal of this championship's always been to replicate the real series, and it's been a difficult challenge this year, which we never thought it would be, but still on top of it, we're still going.
That's it. We're still here. We're in Darwin.
We are in Darwin.
Bloody hot, mate.
Yeah, well it normally is. It's normally 32 degrees here every single time. As someone who's been there, it's 32 every day this time of the year and 19 at night time.
Quite. See a lot of guys come. Whoa. A lot of guys coming out, doing a pracky start before this session ends.
It's good, and I
As
think
the session ends.
I see that we've got Matt Cecil in the server. Has he managed to join us? He has managed to join us. So Matt Cecil, the late inclusion, he's going to be off the back.
Awesome.
We've just had a good luck from Mr. D. Beachy in the chat saying, have fun, stay safe, and I love you, Stenny. Your fave fan. Thank you, Beachy. I love you too.
Is that the famous Beachy?
It's the famous Beachy.
From RSM.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Hi, Beachy.
Old mate
Hope you're doing well, mate.
in the chat. I hope you are doing well. We hope Cuz brings home a win here for RSM.
Mate, I'm excited.
I am excited. Like last round.
By the looks of it, so's the safety car. Look at him shaking over there.
Yeah, he's shivering and shaking. It's the safety car.
He is.
Getting the safety car driver is ready to get out on the racetrack and see what's going to happen here.
Well, hopefully not, but you never know with these guys.
Well, last round we was expecting it to be a pretty clear race, and then we ended up with cars rolling on the front straight. So I'm kind of hoping we don't see cars rolling on the front straight, but you don't know what to expect with these guys.
Hey, we're in the entertainment business, so let's give the people what they want.
That's it. And that's not what I wanted to happen. So we're here for a...
That was the GoPro cam.
What's the GoPro cam? So we've got the formation lap. I suppose I'll go through the grid.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
We've got rsmlatino, Cuz on the pole, championship leader, with Steve Brko, second place in the championship in P2. We've got Kai Turner making his return after winning the Barbagallo round, and he's in P3. With Steve Warwick in fourth. Benjamin Dahlia in fifth. That's his worst qualifying for a number of rounds.
Third row start.
With Nathan Sykes sixth. Lachlan Duran in seventh, so another good qualifying by him. Dane Licciardo in eighth. Liam Budd in ninth. Stenny is in 10th. Michael Pollard in 11th. Brandon Johnston starts in 12th in his first start with Dodger, Claimbite, and Matt Cecil is our last car on the grid. After missing qualifying.
This should be good, mate.
Should be good. I think we are having some more technical dramas again on the stream, but hoping not.
This is where you want to get your brakes warm and your tyres warm.
It is for the all-important race start.
Hopefully you got enough rear tyre temp to get off the line.
If anyone is watching the stream, they can tell me if there is any problems, or I think we've got alright. I think we've got it fixed. Start of the race. Not a really great camera here, is it? The grid?
No.
I built the track should have done a better job of that. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Anyway, this is the camera that we've got.
Well,
who's your pick,
at least you
Colin?
see the start lights. It's hard to go past cars, but we'll see, mate. Lights coming on.
Lights
We're
out,
off.
there we go, we're green. And
Oh, bad start from Brko.
big crash in the background. Big crash in the background.
Start line crash.
Start line crash. So that's going to be a safety car immediately. Yep, that's a safety car immediately. So we're going to get a replay of that. That was Aiden Sykes that went around, was it? So, yep, he's just gassed it up. Just literally gassed it up in front of Lachlan's around, and then Denny's been tagged, and Dodger has collected Aiden Sykes. So that has.
Now we know why.
Caught out the
safety car was shaky.
Yeah, he was in anticipation for this. This is not how we wanted to see this race start, but this is how this race is going to start. And we've got a bit of confusion in the front here as to who's where, but I believe Latino is, yeah, he's got the race lead still. And we're just going to say hello to Sarge as well.
Hey Sarge. You well, mate?
So, safety car,
yeah,
coming
look.
out on the track. It's not really ideal, but these are the circumstances in which we've got. And we've got, who's that coming in the lane? That was Matt Cecil in the background who's taking this opportunity to pit, and I think Stenny's going to do the same. I think they've got damage from Matt
he's
Cecil.
caught in the garage.
Caught in the garage. Is that a retirement? Then he's come in. Stream's working pretty well at the moment, says Stairs. Thanks for that, mate. We've had some technical problems all throughout practice where we've had frames dropping, so it's good to know. Lags every now and then, but much better than it was before. Thanks for that, mate. It's good to know. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on tonight. The computer's been weird since she originally fired up, so... But it's good that we do have stuff working again. It's just a way of life.
Well,
the safety car's going to take up a little bit of a chunk of this race.
taking some good lines. He's in all the road and a bit more.
Yeah, he's on the curb. The safety car
up on the curb.
I think the drivers might want him to drive a bit faster, but he's driving a bit slow and undercommitted.
Oh, I think he thinks he's in the race. He's warming up his tyres.
It's on the curb.
Mate, you're not that bad.
The safety car could be in the race with, considering what's just occurred. The safety car would technically
he just
be
led a lap.
The race leader, yeah. He technically has led a lap of the race. So I'm hoping that everyone knows the restart procedure this time and we don't end up with problems.
Yes. You can overlap, but you cannot pass before the control line.
That is the correct ruling.
But, to their defence, Scott McLaughlin did it on the weekend.
He did, so even the professionals can make the error.
This should calm everyone's nerves down a bit.
That's exactly right.
It's unfortunately taken some racing laps away.
It has taken some racing laps away, which is disappointing with such a short race, but I'm hoping that we get some action.
Hopefully we are green this lap.
Hopefully we are green this lap. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, that's exactly right, Stairs. Everything works until it's go time, and then things don't work. So that's a magic how hitting the go button can cause everything to stop working. I hit the go button on the stream tonight and Automobilista decided to crash on me, so that's how good the night's been. And then that was the first issue of many. Looks like the safety car doesn't seem to be pulling away from the field, so I think this will be a restart. Maybe it's not.
Safety car's eager for a restart.
Safety car wants to get out there and have a go with these boys.
That's important because here, if the safety car is going in, which it is not.
It is not, no.
Then he pulls the gap. But
just going to admin thing. I think some may have flat spots after the start. Yes, Peachy, that is a good point. There would be some drivers that would have flat spots and all kinds of things wrong with their tyres after what happened there, and some pretty bad damage towards the back of the field. I'm hoping the safety car does go in this lap.
Maybe he's been told to come in, but he's too busy having fun.
Trying to lead the race. Yeah, I've gone in to check myself to make sure that the safety car has come in, and I've still got no idea as an admin of the server, so...
Sure we'll find out.
Sure we will find out in due course when the game wants us to find out.
This is the beauty of being broadcast and race control.
It is. Still having no idea.
Yep.
It's
a good way going.
Do get a restart now.
I think he is coming in.
Yep, so
He's in the lane.
And Cuts is gone, and there's been I'll fix that for Cuts as the admin here, so I can do that.
Oh!
But, we've got some action going on.
Oh!
What the hell's happening in the background?
Massive accident!
So I'm gonna get a replay of that. What the hell's happened here again? Oh, that's a big crash. Still don't really understand what's happening there. It is a massive crash. And it's been another massive
there's
crash.
been another one! It's
Steve
Warwick.
Steve Warwick's involved. Let me get a replay of that.
Just too much of that curve. That's huge. That's got to be like a 100G impact.
That is a pretty big crash.
Where did that wheel go? Can we get vision of the wheel?
Yeah, sorry.
That's the green flag. Go, go, go!
So what the hell's going on in this race at the minute?
Yeah, we've just heard that it's the green flag now, so...
We have. I'm trying to work it out and trying to admin. Sorry, I may have missed some stuff, but there's plenty of action going on all throughout the field here. So, Steve Warwick's out of the race, but rsmlatino continues to lead. That penalty should have been, I believe I'm still actually on replay, that penalty should have been fixed by race control. We'll deal with that one after the race. With the restart.
Yeah, Autumn Ballista has the bad habit of penalising the leading driver who passes it before the control line. Which is strange because you get a penalty anyway if you're too far away from the safety car, so...
Exactly right.
We tend to just ignore that and clear the penalty.
Have play on, that's exactly right. So we've got a race on here with Cuz in the lead with High Turner in second, Painter and Dahlia in third, Brko in fourth. I'm just trying to see if there is any cars close on the track here, and there is further back. The big battle pack here is Steady's up the inside of Nathan Licciardo, and he's gone off. So yeah, they did go before the green.
Yeah, there'll be an investigation.
There will be an investigation into that after the race. We'll get to the bottom of that. Some people still not understanding the restart procedure. It's clearly obvious.
I think that the argument will be that there was no green flag. It was still yellow, so no one really knew what was going on.
Exactly. We can't go before the green because that's what caused Automobile Ballista to mess up and do that. So
yeah. We will investigate, but for now, there is still a race going on.
Yeah.
1 lap remaining.
1 lap remaining. And rsmlatino's just done the fastest lap of the race. I'm going to back in the field. There's more action going on towards the back. On the front. Aiden Sykes having all kinds of troubles after that first lap incident.
Yeah, that was big. And then he had another big one.
Just looking around and steady.
It's a good battle.
It's a good battle here. What's the back of the field?
Stenny Marquez, he's on it tonight.
Yeah, that's a good track for him, and he's really keen to get out here and have a go, and he's on a good showing.
I think he's going to make a move
I
here.
think he is going to make a move here. He's down the inside. It's big
Oh,
dive
that's
bomb. That's
late.
aggressive. That's late.
Oh, he's got it.
That.
Well done.
Oh, Lachlan's got the crisscross back on him.
5.5. This is great racing. Oh, that's a bit optimistic from Lachlan there to turn down so early. Probably should have let him go.
Good racing here. Good to see. That's
The
steady.
Cuz has won the race, I believe. Oh, someone's off the
That
road.
was Michael Pollard off the road. He's in P6 at the minute, and there's battle still going on in the background between these two.
This is run to the line.
Think we have a checker yet? No, we've still have a lap to go, or is that?
Oh, well, there we go.
No, that was the checker. Sorry. So was it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm just a bit confused because there's still guys still running at race pace and other guys not. But yes, that was RSM Latino who won that, and that restart will be talked about and be looked at.
Yeah, controversy there.
Controversy again, and Kai Turner in second, Benjamin Dahlia third, Steve Humsome in fourth, Liam Barter in fifth, Michael Pollard in sixth, Stenny in seventh, Lachlan Horan in eighth, Brandon Donstal in ninth, Claimbite 10th, Dane Licciardo 11th, Dodger in 12th, Aiden Sykes in 13th, Matt Cecil in 14th, having a big crash after the line, and Steve Warwick is a DNF from the race. So
Yeah, that's going to hurt him for the next race.
interesting course of events over tonight. There.
Yeah, not much to say on that one. I mean, the green flag wasn't waved for whatever reason.
It wasn't, so it's a hard
But,
one to judge. But I think some people were still passing before the control line then as well, so that will need to be looked at. I think some people need to know what the rules are of engagement.
Yes.
Because we tried to give them an
Regardless.
education last round, and I don't think some people have listened to what was said
Even if
about.
it was a green or yellow flag, you should still be behind the car before the control line. So, yeah, we'll look into it. Frustrating as race control, but
Yeah,
get
it's
there.
just how it is. So just getting set up for the second race. Coming up. Dane Licciardo has left the game, so we'll try and work out what's going on there. We'll get back to pictures of the track and warm up. So we go again now for another 8-lap race. Hopefully less drama than that last one.
Hopefully.
So just gonna look, has Cuz won a race this season? Even though that's controversial there, has Cuz won a race this season? I don't think he has.
so. I think
no,
that's the
I
first
don't think he
race.
has. So I think that championship leader, that is his first race win under a cloud of controversy, but that is his first race win so far this season. So not really a lot to say. Another messy first race. Hopefully these guys do pull it together for the next two. Seems to be that the first one's where they get their mischief out of the way, and then the next two they are right. I think we are still having some frame stuttering, guys, but hoping it's not too bad. It's unavoidable and confusing. So we're getting set for this next race. Matt Cecil's out there pounding laps on the track, getting probably reacquainted to not being able to qualify and being involved in that start line crash. So we're getting set now for the next race.
Okay, so here we go. Race 2.
Attempt 2.
Hopefully better this time. I mean, I do feel sorry for a few of the guys.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, a bit of messy things that happened in that one, so hopefully it can be avoided. And some guys like Steve have been hurt pretty badly by the start off the back. Formation lap again. I'll let you do the honours of going for the grid this time, Carl.
Alrighty, so at the front, none other than Cuz, championship leader. Good effort last race to win it. In second place, Kai Turner. Another solid effort. In third, Benjamin Dahlia. In fourth, we have Steve Brko. Fifth is Liam Budd. In sixth place, we have Michael Pollard. Seventh, Stenny. That was a good drive in the last race. Eighth, we have Lachlan Moran. Ninth, Brendan Dostal. 10th, is a claim by. 11th should be Dodger. 12th is Aiden Sykes. 13th would be Matt Cecil. 14th Steve Warwick, and 15th is Dane Legato.
Yep, that sounds good. I'm not sure if Dane got back in before I set the grid, so I think he got put to the back.
It's okay.
So he joined after the grid was set. So apologies to him in advance. I'm in delayed. So everyone warming up their tyres and brakes. So hopefully people are able to get off the line a bit better this time.
Hopefully no crashes. We get a good, clean 8 laps.
Hoping there's a bit more of a race at the front this time as well. We didn't get many racing laps, but it did seem like there was a clear pace difference between the front 4 cars.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it's unfortunate that my old man's at the back, but he'd be up there with them, but we'll see if he can pick his way through. Hopefully we get the lights up soon. Yep, here we go. Four lights. We're away.
Brilliant, we've had
drive-through penalty.
Come to start with a drive-through penalty.
Terrible
Steve
start.
Brko's got an excellent start all out for the second row of the grid. It's going to be a
How's
drag
it
race down to
defending?
turn 1.
That is late.
Oh, that's late from Steve. He's going to try and go on the outside here. This is aggressive move by Brko, but it's going to pay off, I think. He's still got an overlap in there. Oh, it's close. And he's just managed to slightly miss out on that one, but Latino's one
Oh,
wide,
he's locked the brake.
he has locked the brake.
This is good.
I think he's
This
safe
is what we
there.
wanted to see.
This is what we wanted to see. Good start. Oh, Brko!
Oh, he's turned him.
He's turned him round. So that's putting cars right back there, but that's, yeah, Brko now into the race lead. Bit of contact there. That's going to drop cars way down the way. He'll be right at the back of the field. He's right on the back of Plain Bite now. It's Racing Dodger.
Should be able to pick his way through.
Big long snake of a field here. Snake their way through, and I've noticed that Kai Turner, he had a very bad start. Steve Warwick got a good start. He's up to 6th from the back row of the grid, and at the front, we've got Benjamin Dahlia, who's going down the inside of Steve Brko. So these two are at it again.
Big cloud over Brko's head though.
Big cloud over Brko's head. That contact did look like
Oh.
Brko.
Brendan receives another drive through. That would be for speeding in pit lane, so it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, it's a debutant. And
Oh.
That's gone bad for Jeez, Brko's looking very unstable out here in the race lead. Really struggling. Can I just say though that
Oh, I've noticed Steve Warwick's dropped back.
Stenny's just dropped back as well, so Steve Warwick, so
I wonder what's happened
I'm
there.
going to see if we can get a replay. He was already dropped back, so it must have been at turn 1, but Aiden Sykes went round. And what happened with Stenny? Oh, Stenny's been tagged under brakes and
It's okay, he's recovered okay. That's lucky.
covered away. It's a bit of a messy part of the field back here, so... Oh, it's Matt Cecil as we go back live. So it's quite a bit of messy driving here further back.
Almost unsafe. What are you doing
Bit
there?
of have at it from the boys. Some of them need to cool their heads down a bit, I think.
Bit of Farinelli Jones style driving.
Getting Lachlan around now off the road. This is when rsmlatino is back up to 6th after the spin. And the claim bite's now in the wall in the background.
Oh!
That's a big impact.
Big contact.
He's nearly took it out Dodger, so that'll be a lively discussion over the radio there between those two. I'm going to go back up here and look, as we see Stenny's down the inside.
Oh, that's a big lock-up.
There's a big lock-up and a big dive. He's now
One
got
of the
Dan
biggest lock-ups I've
Ricciardo,
ever seen.
and he's backed out of it. He's now got Steve Warwick. I notice Brko has taken a bit of a substantial lead now.
Yes.
Short race is definitely breeding excitement in the field.
It is.
And he does the fastest lap of the
Brko
race.
fastest lap.
Oh, Stenny. Made
Gonna
a
get
mistake there.
overtaken here.
That'll be Brandon still in the pits. Not still in the pits again. For another drive-through penalty. I think he's got it cleared this time, but nice start of the race from Stenny.
Yeah. He's made it.
He has made it. Steve's struggling to get past us here. It's the battle of our dads.
It is.
Live on air.
The dad battle.
It's the dad battle. Can I just give a credit where credit's due of Michael Pollard? He was on the roof last week, or last round, and he's up in the 4th place. So this is his 2nd round, and Liam Budd also in 3rd.
Yeah,
Flying
solid.
under the radar. I'm just seeing if this battle is going to involve. I'm expecting Warwick to make the pass on Stenny anytime soon. But it hasn't
So he's
been
tired.
yet.
Oh.
They've all cut their corner massively. It's a bit strange. Stenny
So
isn't really working the tyres, so I'm going to go forward a bit because we've got Latino and Ty Turner in a slipstream down the front
Spicy.
straight.
We have a look.
Latino's gonna,
Oh, he's going to have a look.
big dive. I think he's going to get that move done.
He is, because Kai's just gotten it sideways.
My hat's just got
Will he stay there? Oh, good driving.
Oh, he's moving
Oh.
on another.
I spoke too
Got
early.
that move back. Oh. Good racing, but
Been very good racing.
hasn't been very good racing. There's been some bit of contact and whatnot, but when there's good racing, there's been good racing.
I reckon we should take an onboard here. Cuz?
Cuz, okay, I can manage that. On board with the
Yeah, the lap go. Try the outside this time. Back to 2nd. Oh, he's been
A
squeezed.
bit wide on him. That's all fair.
4th gear. 5th gear, just here. Back to 2nd again. Punch it out of the corner. No, he won't get a look there.
Oh, he's making
Oh,
contact with
he's
him.
giving him a little tag.
Has given him the tag and he's got up the inside because of that. A bit hard to go on the outside here, but he's got the move done, so that's Tino back into P5. These guys here are actually catching Pollard and Budd, I believe, as well up the road.
While
so,
battling.
Yeah, while battling, so don't think they'll get there before the end of the race, but
Been a good recovery from Latino.
Stenny's actually been able to get past Dane Ricciardo. And
Yeah, I was looking at timing before.
There, so
I think Warwick had another spin, so another half spin. So I'd say his tyres are shot because he's only in the 7s, and
it's normally
I
not
know
his
he
pace,
can do
so
6s.
Oh, that's Warwick. That's Dane off the road, so a few errors. I'm going to go back up the field. There isn't too much battling happening. Oh, it was just Ty Turner having a big lose.
Luck at first.
This is gonna.
Oh, Lachlan with the move.
Lachlan with the move. I think it's gonna switch back. I think Ian. We've got Brendan Donstal off as well in the infield there. That's got a local yellow flag out. And it's on in the background between the two dads as well.
Dads again.
Yeah.
Dad Cup. Oh, wow.
I think
That car is
really
not
shot
behaving.
for tyres.
I reckon Stenny will have a move here.
Oh, Steve,
Oh,
Steve. Oh,
that's stupid.
that's stupid there from Steve. I'm gonna get a replay of that.
That was just stupid.
That was pretty silly. Bit of driving there. So I'm gonna get a replay of it.
You can't brake that late up the inside.
No, not on that corner, and that's taken 3 people out of the race effectively. So that's not really good stuff. But he's
No.
rejoined, and it's happened how it's happened. But I'm going to go back to the front because we're about to see the end of the race, and it's going to be Steve Brko who claims, I think, his second win of this series with Benjamin Dahlia in second. Still on here for third and fourth and fifth. It's all pretty close with
Good job.
going to be Liam Budd who gets
Podium
another
for Liam.
podium with Michael Pollard in fourth, his best result. Latino recovers to fifth, Lachlan Horan in sixth. Clay Turner's gone around for the finish of the race, so he's going to drop a number of spots. That's going to promote Dane Licciardo, who's now out of fuel, so that's standing up to seventh with Steve Warwick in eighth. It's all gone off there at the end. Matt Cecil in ninth. Clay Turner 10th.
Is that a blown engine as well?
Licciardo 11th. Dodger's 12th. I think it's run out of fuel or something, so the claim buy's still trying to go. He's got an engine that's gone, I think. So I'm going to go back to Stenny and replay off what was happening here at the final corner. So these guys came through. Clyde's already spun out, and I'm gonna go to Dane's car and just give me a sec. I've got to find him on the thing and get it on board and just see. That car has been coasting for a while. Not sure what's happened there. It looks like
It's run out of fuel, or
that's definitely a blown engine there from that
And-
Ultima.
yeah, that Ultima's blown an engine. BK 56 engine.
So anyway, that was that race.
Another wild race. These short races, yeah, wild racing, and in my honest opinion, some of the driving standards needs to pick back up.
I would agree. There's not been some great driving standards, that's for sure. Some guys as well, I think, are driving with ambition over ability, which I'm not a big fan to see, but that's racing. Yeah, definitely a fair bit of ambition over ability, I reckon, from some of the guys. Some of the more experienced guys in this field doing silly things as well. That's what my concern is. It's normally you expect it to be the newcomers, but yeah, some crazy stuff going on, that's for sure. I am going to just take a short break while we sort out the grid for this last one, but yeah, we'll see how we go in this 19 lap one, whether it can be a bit more of a cleaner affair. And we are back here live from the top end for the final race. It's 19 lap affair this time, so it's a bit of a longer one. So we had guys running out of fuel in that last race, so hopefully they know that they... yeah.
Yeah, look. Let's see how this one goes.
Let's see how
Couple of lanes.
So we've got Brko, who's going to be a pole after an impressive win in that last one.
Very impressive. Got to the front. Stayed there. I mean, how we got to the front is questionable, but...
Well, it was a good start. It was a really good start. It was a good move into turn one, but the rest of that encounter wasn't really that great. But that's racing. Stuff happens. We understand, and
I think it will be safe to say he will probably cop a penalty.
he will, I'd say, from what I saw. But it's hard to know without going back and having a proper look at it. But he won that race. So we've had two winners that have won in controversial circumstances tonight. Benjamin Daly has been, he's had a good night being quiet there in P2. Liam Budd, it was another good result for him last race. And a good result for Michael Pollard. rsmlatino in 5th, that was a good recovery after being the last on the first lap. Expect him to move forward in this race and potentially challenge for the race win. But Lachlan Horan in 6th, he's had a good night, a quiet night. Stenny, who's picked up a pair of 7s tonight, so with all the drama he's been in. Steve Warwick in 8th, Matt Cecil in 9th, Dane Latiada in 10th, Dodger in 11th, Stenberg in 12th, Brandon Donstal in 13th, and Aiden Sykes is off the back of the grid. We're missing Kai Turner, who's had to leave due to some issues, personal issues.
I believe it was kid duties, so those things happen.
Those things do happen.
Father?
I wouldn't know anything about it. I'm still a kid
No.
myself.
Me neither.
I'm a big kid.
Well,
I don't have to worry
I think
about
all of us
managers
are,
soon.
but-
Yeah, I think we all are if we were sitting here watching race cars, but watching race cars, but you know, I've got enough stuff to manage in my fingertips.
Other than a screaming baby.
Yeah, I've got Streamlabs screaming at me and everything else. And probably 16 drivers after this race. Here we go, lights are on.
Well, here we go.
Green flag.
And it's underway, and it's Brko from
Lots of wheel
Dahlia.
spin off the line again.
Lots of wheel spin, and Dahlia's got the better start, I think, this time. But staggered grid has helped. Side by side in the background between Bud and Pollard, with Stenny making a big dive at the start here and making up some spots. And we've got guys.
Oh
Liam
no!
Budd around, and it's been another big crash.
Oh,
That's going to be a
no.
safety car, is it? No, we've got no safety car yet. Here's the safety car. So once again, we've had a turn 1 accident. This was
Oh
a safety car.
no!
So I'm going to get a replay of that. So that was Pollard into Bud. Then that's
Tried to help.
yeah, we're going in slow-mo here. We've got Pollard into Bud. That's caused him to go sideways. What's happened here? There's been
Tried
contact.
to save him.
He's tried to save him, I must admit. There's 3 wide in the background.
Good avoidance there by Stenny.
Really good avoidance there by Stenny, I must say. Unfortunately, those two have gone back to the inside, and they've absolutely pole-lapped Steve Warwick. Just then, Matt Cecil's been hit as an innocent bystander there, completely. So's Lachlan
Huge.
Horan.
Aiden Sykes.
Yeah, Dane Licciata and Brendan Donstal have been lucky, but a whole heap of drivers have been absolutely killed in that crash, to be honest. So, and then there was all these cars here trying to recover and work out where they're going to be, and in the lead we didn't even realise that Ventura Dahlia had actually taken the lead of the race there, so that puts him in the race lead on the restart, and we've had Dodger go in the wall in the background on the safety car. But that's an interesting field that we have now.
That's the old Dodger we know.
It is the old Dodger we know.
P6 in the wall.
So we've got Ventura Dahlia with this impressive start, and he's taken the race lead, and we've got Brko second, rsmlatino up into third from fifth, Stenny up into fourth off that start. We were very lucky there to get through that crash, and good avoidance. Dane Licciardo in fifth, Dodger in sixth, McLeanby in seventh, Matt Sissel in eighth, Liam Budd in ninth, Steve Warwick in 10th, Aiden Sykes in 11th. I think these guys have hit it. Dostal in
Yeah, they have.
Dostal in 12th, Horan in 13th, Pollard in 14th, and that's everyone. So bad for Pollard and Bud there. They've been really affected by that crash of them getting into one another in front of the field. But inexperience.
Yeah, I'd say just inexperience, being at the front of the field, probably a little bit nervous as well.
Yeah, that's it.
And having the likes of Cuz starting behind you and a few other fast guys. So hopefully we do go green this lap.
Hoping, and Bud's come into the lane now, so he's going to take some repairs. Just going to drop him to the back of the field. Hoping that we do go green at the conclusion of this lap. But that's really thrown mixed up the field now. Just a lot of weakness of that.
I never would have thought, you know, your old man, Mr. Marquez himself, being P4.
I'm going to actually say it on the record here. I've been critical of his driving. He's been very aggressive. I've been very impressed tonight by his driving. He hasn't been too aggressive. He's been involved in battles. He's been pretty reasonably clean. He's had some big dives, but he's been pretty reasonably clean, and he's had good pace. He hasn't really had any dramas of his own accord. It's been other people crashing into him, but he still managed to get results, while others have failed around him. So I'm hoping that he can hang on here for a good result.
Would be good to see. Reward him a bit for his loyalty to the series.
Yeah, that's the one, and he's not had a good run in the championship. I think he's down at 12th, even though he's attended every round. So other than the round in which he was not allowed to attend due to a round ban.
Well, big recovery since then, so...
Big recovery since then, that is for sure. So, interesting, Benjamin got the lead off the start. Should make for an exciting race. We've got the three pace setters out here in the front of the field.
Safety car is in.
Safety car is in, and we're waiting for the green call. And that's not come.
Green, green, green.
There it goes.
There it is.
Green, and we're underway here. Background. I know it was a leader, but I wanted to see. He's got in there. So this is where the action will be further back. I do believe it is still on for the race lead here between Brko and you know, there's cars to watch here everywhere. Dodger's wide.
Poor Dodger.
Lots to watch here, lots to watch.
There's a lot to watch.
I think we will focus on the lead battle, but I don't know whether there'll be a crash in the background because there is shit happening in the background. That was Dane Licciardo and Stenny having a minor issue.
I believe there's still damage to Steve Warwick's car, front right.
Oh, and Matt Sens's gone off the road by himself.
Oh, he's off the road.
So
there's definitely still damage there.
Oh, and Dodger's gone around himself as well. There's stuff going on everywhere in this race. And Dod's
there's Dostal off the road.
Pollard and Dostal. That's a motor blown, is it? I think so. So that's between these. Like, we've got Steve Warwick and
Danny
Danny side by
Cup,
side at 1. And Dane with you off the road. So this is the battle for 4th and it's going haywire.
Yes, good battle.
The Dad Cup and the replace for the leaders on. Nice Denny's.
Oh, Danny. Where's he going? Yeah. Probably have a dive back here.
Oh, Aiden.
He does. Oh my goodness.
Goodness me. And that's
Well,
Steve Warwick around, and not really much to say about that one. I'm going to go back up to the lead battle now, because it is on between Brko and Dahlia, and this is actually clean racing. I think Cass has even got a shot here, but
I think so.
and in the background it's Stenny and Dane going once again. I'm going to
Still
keep an eye
quite
on
a long
that.
way in this race.
It is, so we're only on lap 6, and it is a 19 lap race. It's a lot longer affair than the last year. Dane has now made his way past Stenny, but there's a long way to go, and I reckon that these three at the front are going to go all race, as long as there's no dramas. And here goes Brko.
Speaking of dramas,
I think Brko's got the pace over Dahlia, and I think the Cut's got the pace over both of them. So,
yeah, this is going to get interesting.
certainly
19
is.
laps on a single set of tyres.
There's a long way to go.
Tomorrow night for us, we are doing the same length, but we have compulsory pit stop as well. So
We will, and we do. Brko now out in the lead of this race. Oh, there's been a crash in the background, I've just noticed. Who the hell was that? That was Aiden Sykes into the wall. That was all on his own. I saw that all the way from turn 1.
yeah,
Oh, he's trying to get the inside of Colin. It's been a disappointing evening for him. He's been involved in a lot of shunts and other
yeah,
incidents.
he did message me before the race asking if he could do main, and I did say if performance was good enough he could probably join us, but after tonight I'm not too sure.
Oh, and there's been
Oh
another
my
crash.
goodness.
That's Stenny and Dane. Yeah, it's been a lot of messy driving. Some people tonight.
Oh,
There was I'm gonna just get
have a
some,
look.
see what happened here. Oh, it's just
got
breaking
brake.
like, it's been an accident, but I am gonna go back to the front because cousin.
Cuz is looking pacey.
Cuz is looking pacey. It is actually
I
clean
wonder what
up
happened
front.
to Brko. Brko was at the front.
Yeah, he got passed by Benjamin, which we caught on the camera, but somehow Cuz has got past him while we've been watching other
Yeah.
things.
Dropped a long way off. Maybe saving tyres.
Not sure, potentially. He's a pretty strategic driver, is Brko, so he'll be thinking about all those kinds of things, I know that.
It's been a good battle so far.
We've heard as well Matt Cecil is DNF'd with an internet connection issue, so that's disappointing for him.
It's a shame.
The race is still on in the mid-pack, by the way. I'm trying to watch at the front, but
Oh.
I'm going to go back to this because there's a big train of cars here and it's forming up again. It may not be the best form of entertainment, but it's entertainment aplenty back here. It's hard to know where to look. Liam Barnett is going to go for a move on Steady in the background. And he's going to go off the road.
Oh,
That's a big dive. So I'm going to go back to the front. It's on.
Stenny's in 7th again, so
He is in 7th again after being off the road again. I've seen a lot of cars off the road tonight and still get reasonable finishes, but I think it's because everyone's been off the road, except for these three guys at the front. But even they've been off the road and into each other. Oh, and that's Cuz, he's a big bump to pass there, but this is going to set Brko up for the run. I reckon this is going to be on into one. Even Brko, I think he's just sat back actually. I think he's just realised.
Yeah, just sit back, save the tyres.
Let
Not a
these
bad
have
idea. As we say that.
As we say that, he's having a look. This is good
And runs
racing
very
for
wide.
these guys.
Oh, well done, Cuz.
Cuz is taking the race lead now, but this is what we want to see. It's three championship protagonists all going at it with one another. Oh, and Brko's made a slight error in the background. Next we have Ethan Warren in the chat, saying do a burnout. I hope you can join us tomorrow night, Ethan.
I believe he will be.
Oh,
He did message me earlier.
That's good news. So, be good to see him out there in the main field.
My co-driver later on at Bathurst. Zing on, bloke.
I reckon Benjamin's going to potentially have a look again into one.
Oh.
Just had a bit of a lag. There is still an ongoing battle further back in the field.
Well, I've noticed that. Oh, well, there you go. Steve Warwick's just made a pass on two cars.
And he's just dropped back a bit, so I'm not sure what's happening there. But
I think he went off the road.
he went off the road. Just looking at watching brief on the leaders, because I still don't think this is over. I think Cuz may have a measure of these two now, but still don't think second's decided.
No. I reckon Brko's going to come home strong in the last couple of laps. Be a role reversal from Sydney.
There's a role reversal. Could be a role reversal from Sydney. As I say, it's an interesting form guide tonight because it's been Benjamin with the pace over everyone. Cuz sort of the consistent driver in the field, and Brko sort of the middle of them both. But Brko's still in the middle, but it seems to be that it's swapped around. And
Oh,
he's just
Brko's off.
on that. Talking about that.
It's unfortunate. Oh, half spin.
Huckleton lead past the top of the race, and yeah, I agree, Matt. Turn 1 was reminiscent of 2013 lap 1. And Ethan Warren says that he can't wait to run uncried. Well, you know what? You're in the bin. Over here for the race lead.
No. If Cuz was smart, he'd just drive to a number and just a little bit of mirror watching to make sure he's not having a dive.
While it has subdued a bit, I'm going to check out further back. Lachlan Horan's in an impressive fourth, which is pretty impressive. He's capitalised on the dramas of other things, involved in that shunt as well on the first lap. Dan Licciardo is fifth, he was involved in that shunt as well, and Steve Warwick's made it up to sixth.
That's quite impressive considering he was around and had to restart the car.
It is pretty impressive considering that. Liam Budd was also one of the guys in that crash. He's made it back up. So is Michael Pollard. Stenny is in P9 after a bit of dramas. Donstall is 10th and Dodger is P11. I think Lanebyte's 12th and Aiden Sykes and Matt Cecil have retired. So it's on here though for P6 at the minute. So we'll have just a brief look at this as it's Steve Warwick's having a look at Dane. Both been quite deep. That's Steve Warwick making the move up to P5. Well, does he know he's gone around? And
Half round.
So another mistake there from Steve. That puts him back in the ninth now. So more work to do.
Yeah, it hasn't been a good night.
It's not been a good night, and Ethan was asking is Jimmy Broadbent racing? Yes, the answer. He's in split 10.
Super 10.
I thought that would get a laugh. So I'm gonna go look at the polar bud battle. It's a bit subdued at the front. There's a lot of spaces at the minute in this field.
A lot of fresh air.
A lot of fresh air.
All the cars are social distancing well.
They are.
Not that they have to.
No, they don't have to. We prefer it as commentators when they don't social distance. But, you know.
I mean, they're pretty safe tucked up into their race car, so.
They are.
How about it?
Dodger's gone
Oh,
round.
Dodger!
That was a big shunt that we just caught.
I think he's tried to go drag race.
I think he has.
There is a drag strip there.
There's a big drag strip there. The Northern Territory's premier drag racing facility. As this is a multi-use facility, it's a speedway over the back and a go-kart track. So there you go, I know a lot about this
Correct.
place as someone who has visited here. A lot of fresh air between first and second there is, and that's going to be great for rsmlatino, and he'll want to be keeping to extending that gap.
Well, not only that, it's extending his championship lead also. So.
He's extending his championship lead, and we've had Steve Warwick get a drive-through penalty, so I'm not sure what that's for.
Probably cut track.
Then he's off the road at 1, we've just seen. Yeah, I'm just gonna see. No, it's in pit lane. It's pit lane.
Ah, he would have had damage. So he's sped in pit lane.
Very, very spread out field now. So, let's see if we can keep an eye on Pollard and Bud. They're close to one another. They're 7th and 8th, 6th and 7th after being both in the fence with one another at T1. So, following each other around.
There is a lot of penalties to be handed out
Once again.
after this round again. So, Dodger must have a
He's coming in.
plated tyre.
I like the version that you made of this track, yes, Denny. Thank you, Beachy. This is the version of the track that I made.
It is a good version.
Can we get an onboard lap with commentary from who? That's the question. That's like, who do you want the onboard? That's Denny's sideways in the background. Impressed with Lachlan again. He's had proved a lot since his first round, and he's started to come on strong and have some solid performances. So, and that Jack Smith liveried on Commodore. And I am impressed with Cousin tonight. He's not been a race winner really this season, but he's really showing this the track that's to his liking.
I think during the week when he was low into the 105s, the run sort of quickly eased up and went, okay, he's quick this week.
Yeah,
So for me,
105s
it
are
was
not slow
impressive.
around here, considering that I'm only in the high 4s myself. So these guys are only about 7 to 8 tenths of what guys at the front of the main game field are doing. And these three are really light years ahead of the rest of the field now at this point, I would say, on pace. But most of the other guys in the 6s. Like, these guys are 6s on race trim, but yeah, the other guys are 6s in call trim, so...
Oh no! I reckon the tyres are starting to go. I noticed when he came onto the main straight, he got a bit sideways as well, so tyres have probably seen better days as he locks it up again.
Let's lock it up again. It's close still in the mid pack as well. There's 4 cars within 5 seconds, so keep an eye on that.
I'm just watching that on the timing there.
Might go in about getting the runner. Where's that round? That's Pollard
Yellow
round
flag.
and
Oh,
Steady
there's
round.
2 cars around.
2 cars around in a tandem there, so I'm not sure what that's about.
Oh, I thought he was going to reverse.
So did I.
Stenny there. Oh, lock-ups galore again.
I think the guys are starting to struggle with tyres here now at the end of this race, for sure.
I think so.
Last lap coming up, that's exactly right, Beach.
Oh,
Thank you for your insights. Oh, they almost took him out then, that was bad. Oh, that's big into the wall. That's going to be big damage there for Dane. Hasn't had the best of nights. He was having a good result in this race, but sort of half fallen away. But I'm going to go back to the front because it's still on here, and this is the final lap of the race. So hopefully Latino can hold it together, but he's got some lap traffic in front of him that could affect the result here. Hopefully not. And cars off the road everywhere, and it is going to be RSM Latino who's going to come through, and he's going to claim his 2nd win of the season and 2nd win tonight.
well done.
Pretty sure round winner. So he wins the Triple Crown, running by the new rules. So that's impressive effort there for a championship leader.
Brko in 3rd.
Yep, Dahlia 2nd, Brko 3rd. Licciardo 4th. Is he still going? No, he's lost that spot. So he's cut the track and he is having some bad issues. So that's going to put Haran up into 4th. The looks of it.
Where he was.
So these guys are a long way behind the leaders. You've just seen how far.
30 seconds.
30 seconds but back from the front 3 to the next bunch. Just shows the drama which the mid-packs had. So that's Bud in 5th. Ricardo in 6th is going to get home after being in 4th. I think he was at. Steady in 7th again for the 3rd time tonight. He's making that P7 his place to finish. Pollard is in 8th, he's a lap down. Don's still a lap down in a 9th. Claimbite gets 10th. Dodger gets, Steve Warwick gets 11th. Dodger gets 12th. And Sykes and Cecil are DNFs. So that was an evening of racing.
It was. I think so anyway, or parading with a bit of lawn mowing.
A bit of parading, a bit of lawn mowing, a bit of collisions. There's a bit of everything going on there, but we
Bit
did
of cars
have
on cars.
some bit of cars on cars. We did have some racing, but we did have some good battles, and it was still fought out between our usual combatants at the front, with our usual combatants not securing all the podiums, but pretty much locking it out on pace. It's just dramas of which occurred. Some impressive performances though from some guys further down the field, I must say, tonight. Most notably Lachlan Haran and Stenny, and even Liam Budd until that last race. So
Liam was unfortunate with that incident at the start there.
he was.
But a good round.
Good round. We'll get some
Another one
interviews
done.
from some people in a second. I'm just going to quickly sort something out. So we'll interview our race winner of the last race, and who's taken 2 race wins tonight. We'll bring him up. Good evening to you, Cuz. 2 race wins tonight, mate. Dominant performance in that last one. How'd you go out there?
At last, man, I was practicing for a little while, man. So at last, I would have been a clean sweep, but yeah, just had that little mishap with Steve, and but that's all right, man. You know, racing is racing, bro.
Yeah, we saw that from you. We saw that happen to you. You got tagged there at the hairpin and turned around by Brko, and then had an impressive recovery to manage to get up to 5th, and then drove from 5th to the win there in that last race. So you definitely showed that you were the pace setter tonight, which is impressive because we were saying that you haven't won a race in this championship so far, and you have been there or thereabouts every round, but just not had the pace of anybody. So it's good to see you finally put it all together.
Yeah, I've made a little few changes here and there in my driving style, just with Car teaching me a little bit. So I thank Car as well again. So I really appreciate it, man.
That's good, mate. It's definitely paid off, the work that you've been doing, so you can enjoy the race win, and you should have extended your championship lead based on our numbers. So congrats on that. And obviously next week we're back here, so yeah, you'll be looking forward to that, I'd imagine.
I think I want to do a little bit more work to get that 104, man, because I've been chasing that 104 around here. So I just around practice times, I managed to get a 105.1. So hopefully I can put the pace up a little bit higher next week.
No worries, mate. 104, that would be an impressive lap time from a Super 2 competitor, so we wish you luck in that endeavour, and we'll see you next week.
I really appreciate it, boys, and I really appreciate Car and RSM and you boys for putting up a good show. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it, guys.
No worries.
Thank you,
Thanks
mate.
for coming, and yeah, thanks to RSM, and thanks to everybody else who gets this done.
Boys.
So I'm going to drag up Steve Brko, race winner in the middle race tonight, and I think you had a podium in every race. Maybe not the first one, but good driving tonight, mate. Yeah, as I say, got the race win, but how'd you find it out there?
Again, I want to apologise to Latino for that second race, as I lagged and literally did not see him at all. He just disappeared on my screen. I thought he was going to end up the road in front of me, but that wasn't to be. And yeah, I managed to fix the internet in race 3, and I was able to have a close battle, and me, Latino, and Dahlia really took it to each other for the numerous amount of laps there.
Yeah, that was a good battle to watch, mate. We caught that mostly on the stream. Yeah, it was good to see the front three combatants of the championship all against one another. They're head to head and really putting on a good show racing wise. But you only managed to come out third out of that one, so with the loser of that battle. But you guys, even battling, put 30 seconds on pretty much the rest of the field. So impressive effort from all three of you.
Yeah, I was hoping that I could continue the battle up, but I ended up pinching my brakes into turn 1, and then as I caught up to the guys again, I did it again, and that was pretty much it for me in that race. So I'm still happy with a third. Good finish. I'm on the podium. That's all that really matters. I get to keep going with the championship title. I'll keep trying to take it at least.
Yeah, well, that's it, mate. And it's good points again. And you were slowly chasing down Latino, but I think he may have you on points tonight. But I'm not 100% sure. I have to do all the maths. But yeah, it's just good to just get results out of races, and you did that even through some of the drama which will happen. So next week we're back here at Darwin, so you'll be looking to improve your results, I guess.
Yeah, definitely improve the results, and I figured out why the internet was the way it was, and that'll be rectified by the next race, so it'll all be good.
Yeah, well, that's it. You want to get your issues rectified, and unlike most normal rounds, you get another shot to come back and have another crack without the issues. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks very much.
And final person I'm going to drag up tonight, I'm going to drag up Benjamin Dahlia. Good effort tonight, mate. 3 podiums, but not the usual pace of yourself. You've been quite dominant the last few rounds, especially in qualifying pace, but just there or thereabouts tonight. How'd you go out there?
Yeah, I didn't quite have the pace I was hoping for tonight. I've got a new rig set up, so I'm still trying to get myself worked out on that, but it still, as the night went on, I think I got a bit quicker and more consistent with it. So very happy to come away with 3 podiums tonight.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, mate. It's good effort, especially adapting to new stuff. And we did sort of notice there in that last race that you had a bit more pace. You challenged Latino for the race win pretty much the whole way. It's just that didn't quite get there. You needed him to make an error, and the error didn't come.
Yeah, we got very close towards the end there. I was hoping for a similar move to last round, with the last lap overtake, but didn't quite come. But great racing between Latino, myself, and Steve Brko. Unfortunately, came off a couple of times in that last race, but yeah, really great clean racing right at the end there.
Yeah, it was really good racing between the 3 of you. So three championship combatants and all 3 going together. And yeah, we mentioned that as well about you're probably waiting to try and make a last corner a move, but it just didn't happen. Fortunately, weren't there close enough, and there was no mistake. So, but good effort anyway to come away with the second place there, and obviously the podiums in the other races through all the drama. But next week we get to come back here, and you've now got 3 races under your belt in that rig at this place. So I'm guessing that you're going to be hoping to challenge for the win.
Yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, I'll try and get in a few more practice laps as well between now and then. But hopefully by then I can actually get a few wins.
Hopefully you can as well. So make it interesting. With Brko was telling us he had internet issues tonight, and Latino reckons he's got more pace in it. So you 3 could be even further up the road next round. So we look forward to seeing who comes out on top between the 3 of you.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that too. Thanks, guys.
No worries. And
Cheers, mate.
we'll catch you next week. Well, Colin, lots of stuff happened tonight. Lots of stuff. Lots of interesting driving from mid-pack drivers. Interesting driving from front field drivers, I'd say. Interesting safety cars. Interesting crashes. Never disappointing. Never a boring or dull moment in Super 2. Really, you'd think you're going to get a boring one, and it just never happens. So it was even interesting in our booth. So that's it. Well.
That's what happens, eh? Just got to roll with the punches, and if you get punched in the face, you get punched in the face. So.
That's it, and it does excite me because next week we're back here again it'll be a slightly different format, but we will be back here again for I think 2 races. So we'll see how that plays out, because that'll be interesting based on what we saw tonight. And some guys had some dramas, and hopefully they are able to bounce back from them, and we see a bit of a. I expect to see a bit of a changed result in the field. We saw it at SMP, and I'm expecting to see the same thing happen at this track.
Yeah, hopefully it's the opposite to SMP, where this round will be the cleaner one, the one coming up.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping as well. So on that note, tomorrow night we're here again as well for main series. So look forward to checking that one out with Stairs and Madbird driving the microphones and doing a better job, and probably not having as many dramas as what I had. You'll be watching me behind the wheel having dramas, and watching Cole behind the wheel having dramas of his own.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time. Goodbye for now.